Okay, so from last video. Okay, so last video, I ended it because it was taking too long. So this is part 2.
Oh my god, I can't go up to Spider-Man.
When is it gonna come?
So... Look at it. Did we see the slide? Yep. Oh, it's 12. One more hour. Do a little challenge. Tristan, I don't want to wait here, so I'm gonna go upstairs and play. Okay? Okay, bye. Good. Bye.
So y'all are just gonna watch this until... Oh, it's hot in here. No, I haven't seen it. Where I have.
Another hero has arrived on the island. Could it be? It's me, the one and only.
Well, I give you this. You sure know how to make an entrance.
Ah, very funny. Want to tell the folks at home what we're doing here?
Celebrating the holidays in style.
Someone really needs to stop that guy.
You can handle that part. Oh, wow, this one's for you.
Oh, thank you. You shouldn't have.
broken. But I know I brought these mighty warriors here to defend our reality. High above this strange land is where we'll prepare to stand against him. Galactus, the devourer of worlds. We must remember who we are. Storm, Iron Man, Mystique, Doctor Doom, She-Hulk, Wolverine, and I am Groot. Indeed. Our greatest war begins here. Now, we will explore this land, regain our powers, and reclaim our memories. Join us. Together, we will defeat Galactus and save all reality!
Josh! Why'd you leave? It's about to start.
Earlier this year, we announced a new collaboration with the creators of Fortnite, Epic Games, to develop a new entertainment universe. How many of you in the audience today play Fortnite? You probably recognized our in-game live stream that we showed just a second ago. This is a pretty big moment. Right now, Fortnite players from around the world are watching our show from inside the game. The folks backstage just told me there are more than 1 million people watching right now. And you know what? This is just the beginning. What we're working on with Epic is grounded in gaming, but it's going to be so much more than that. We're inviting you to play with Disney in completely new ways. So imagine a place where all your favorite Disney characters and worlds, they converge into one connected universe. Imagine a place where you can watch, play, even create your own Disney stories. Imagine turning everything that you love about Disney into a digital playground that you can play a year. Yeah, we are bringing the full power of Disney storytelling to this dynamic new environment. To talk more about it, please welcome some of the best storytellers in the world, Jennifer Lee, Pete Docter, Dave Filoni, and Kevin Feige. Thank you guys for coming out. Exciting night at D23. Be careful there, Pete. You all shared some great news last night, so thanks for coming back on night 2 to D23.
Josh!
We're talking about the possibilities for this collaboration
Come here!
with Epic Games. Hundreds of millions of our fans have already played with our characters inside of Fortnite. Now we have a great opportunity for new ways to tell stories. So Jen, I'm gonna start with you. How do you see our classic animated characters evolving in this?
It already started.
Well, Josh, I can tell you that
I told
everyone
you!
at Disney Animation is so excited about the potential that
I just
we
watched
see
it down
in the
here.
collaboration with Epic. And I am especially excited because my daughter lets me watch her play Fortnite, like, for hours.
Is she one of the million people watching now, maybe?
She may just be, right now, on Disney Horizons Island, so, hi, Agatha. It's your mom. And I'm not embarrassing you at all right now in front of a million people. So, but seriously, we can't wait to create new ways for the audience to enjoy their favorite Disney characters and worlds. And now I know that this Disney universe is still in development, but we didn't want to wait to share something with the Fortnite fans, which is why I'm so excited that we are bringing Disney animation characters to the game for the first time this fall.
Maleficent?
Jen, that looks pretty amazing. And you're right, bringing these characters into Fortnite is just scratching the surface of what we're talking about here with Epic Games. Pete, congratulations. Congratulations on the success of Inside Out 2. Pete Docter. The biggest Pixar film, animated film in history. It's amazing. So congratulations to you.
Yeah, thank you. It's pretty crazy. We couldn't be more proud of our team. They did a fantastic
I don't
job.
really want to watch this.
Well, we all know that innovation is such a crucial part of storytelling.
Okay.
It's fundamental to everything that
Ma.
you do and your team do at Pixar. So getting to play in this new Epic Games universe, it feels kind of like a natural fit for you.
Oh yeah, I mean, from Toy Story on, we've always looked at technology as a great partner with the storytelling that we're trying to do. Pushing boundaries of technology so we can tell new stories is really what we do. And I feel like, in a way, this is a little, reminds me of our short films, which we use to test new technology and play with characters. And I really could see this as an extension of that process. we're excited about playing with new original ideas in formats with Epic. So the possibilities are endless. And, you know, Jen, I didn't want to let you and your daughter and the Walt Disney Animation have all the fun. So I am also thrilled to announce the first Pixar characters are coming to Fortnite this fall, and they are incredible.
Oh, very good. Very good. Very good wordplay. Very good. Yes, very good.
It will be bold. Dramatic.
Yes, very good.
No case.
Pete looks fantastic. Looks fantastic. Dave, I'm coming to you next. What you got for Lucasfilm? You got to show these two guys up, I'm sure.
Yeah, we've been in Fortnite a little bit here, blowing things up and blasting things. The best thing about this announcement is you're gonna get this stuff next week. No waiting.
Nice.
Wow. Is that it? No, I have more.
Oh, good.
When one chooses to walk the way of the Mandalore, you are both hunter and prey. This is the way.
Here we are. There it is.
Looks good.
All right.
I don't know.
Maybe I can get a little bit of that back bling myself. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Dave, as we look out to this new universe, it seems to play to your strengths.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, video games, Star Wars. George Lucas always believed in the kind of integration. We blasted the Death Star in our lives playing in old vector games as technology's improved, the graphics has improved, and a lot of times we're recreating the movies, getting in that galaxy far, far and away. But now, you know, through the integration, we've even used gaming technology like Epic's Unreal Engine in shows like The Mandalorian in our environment. So we're always constantly looking for new ways to really take you, the fans, to our galaxy. Really excited about this collaboration with Epic and what it can mean for our galaxy and our storytelling. So we're going to get you there hopefully as soon as we can.
Completely agree with you, Dave. And you know, since you're here, why don't we tell everybody about that other thing that we've been working on?
Yeah, this I'm really excited about. If you're ever in the park, sometimes you might see me and a friend of mine named John Favreau. We love the parks. Yeah, John, he's the best. We love riding the rides and just going around Star Tours, all different things. We did a little research last Thursday in the park. Rode a particular ride a couple times because currently we're shooting a new movie called The Mandalorian and Grogu, be out in 2026. And being huge fans, we were really thrilled when, Josh, you guys asked us to take a look at one of the rides, and we're going to share something really cool. We are working with the Disney Imagineers to do a new Mandalorian and Grogu story for the Millennium Falcon ride, Smuggler's Run. There you go.
That is cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Pretty cool. Well, listen, flying the Millennium Falcon alongside Mando and Grogu sounds like a Star Wars dream come true. And of course, we're going to use the Unreal Engine to create it, so this whole thing comes full circle.
All right, thank you, D23, and may the force be with you.
Exactly. Kevin, coming over to you. Marvel's been already huge in Fortnite, and the response that we've seen, just fantastic.
It's been amazing. You know, it's going back to 2018. The relationship we've had with Epic is great. 2018 is when Thanos first stormed across the island in our Infinity Gauntlet event that was timed to our Infinity War movie. A few years after that, Galactus came and destroyed the whole island, and some of you, or the million, did you say million, John?
Million
People
plus, I said.
may have seen that clip. That clip of Galactus destroying the island of Fortnite is so cool. I shared it with the team currently making the Fantastic Four movie to get that spirit of Galactus across. It's incredible what they're able to do. And what else I love, and my 11-year-old son who plays Fortnite every day, a lot of people learn about our characters for the first time, Thanos, Galactus, through Fortnite. So we get a chance that everybody can learn about our heroes and our villains for the first time, and that inspires them to then go look at our comics, go on Disney Plus, go to our movies. So this new collaboration is really remarkable. Games have become an extension of our storytelling, and I can't wait for everybody to see what we have in store in the future with this amazing collaboration. But that's the future. In the here and now, we have something I'm very excited to announce. Tonight, the next season of Marvel on Fortnite next week, August 16th. And this, well, let's go. And like Thanos and Galactus before him, there's a very iconic villain coming. It is a character you may have heard us speak about over the last couple of weeks. Coming to Fortnite is Dr. Doom. Now we have an official trailer here. Do you guys want to see the trailer?
Roll it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. What time is it? Yo, 12:21? I'm almost done with this challenge.
Next time you look at a girl's butt, just know.
Hello friends, it's me. And today I'm super excited to finally be bringing you guys some more Fortnite. So this was my best, this is my best game in a very, very long time. This is why they call me Sniper Wolf. Not really, but you know. But yeah, so with Fortnite,
After watching thousands of athletes from all all throughout the country go head-to-head in our one-on-ones, it all comes down to this. I took every winner and top competitor from the ones, flew them to the Pro Bowl to compete in a giant championship 1v1 for $50,000. This is the ultimate final showdown. Introducing our boys from Washington, D.C. Now we got our dogs from New Orleans. Absolute dude.
Email Black Panther. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing, guys? Oh my goodness, bro, the time is here. Guys, we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, this is no drill. This is the real deal. Ladies and gentlemen. How's it going, everyone? This is GWR Studios, and for today's video, I'm going to be pointing out all the mistakes made in the Polar Express. And I'm also going to point out some interesting things you probably never noticed. By the end of this video, you'll never watch the Polar Express the same way again.
On Christmas Eve, many years ago, I lay quietly in my bed.
So the film starts out by introducing us to the main character, a boy that's having his doubts whether Santa Claus is real. There's never a name given for this character, but he's often referred to as the hero boy. After the boy thinks he hears bells downstairs, he goes down only to find no presents and no Santa. But then, he looks towards another room, and he sees a shadow of what he thinks is Santa Claus. But it turns out it was only his father carrying his sister. This discourages the boy, and he heads back up to his room.
They said Santa would have to fly faster than the speed of light to get to everyone's house in one night.
As it turns out, the boy has been telling his sister he's not sure if Santa is real. And here's where things start to get interesting. Have you ever wondered what year the Polar Express is set in? Or how about where this town is located? Well, in this scene, we find out both of those answers. Look at this picture on the very front of the stack. You'll notice that it says From Herpelsheimer's. Now, to the casual viewer, you would probably assume this is a made-up store. But the truth is, Herpelsheimer's was a real store, and it was located in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Now, we'll talk more about the store later on. But for right now, let's look at the next clue that shows us what year the Polar Express is set in. When the boy looks at the magazine, we can see that it says December 29th, 1956. And here's where the problem lies. As we all know, the movie takes place on December 24th, but the date on this magazine is December 29th. This can only mean two things. Either the magazine was delivered early, or it's a magazine from years past. But one thing is for certain, this movie either takes place in 1956 or a year shortly after 1956. Something else kind of cool is that this is a real magazine. After looking on eBay, I managed to find one listed for sale. This was the only one listed, and it was in pretty bad shape, but for the sake of this video, I thought I'd bid on it. And here it is. I won the item, but after I received it, I noticed something else. The movie altered the cover. Here's what the bottom of the cover looks like in the movie, but here is what the real one looks like. I'm guessing they made this change to make it more apparent that the boy was holding a Santa outfit. So as the boy is looking for something to prove Santa is real, his parents suddenly come to the door. Gotta be asleep by now. The hero boy's parents are just checking to make sure he's asleep. After they leave, the boy still wonders whether Santa is real. But then, something rumbles in the distance. And this is the first problem I have with the movie. When the Polar Express approaches his house, everything in his room starts to shake. You mean to tell me that every time a train goes by, this guy's room falls apart? If that was the case, why would he even bother putting this stuff back on the shelves? The next train that comes by is just gonna knock him over again. So the boy then looks out the window to watch the Polar Express go by his house. But there's a mistake in this scene that you probably never noticed. Just before the boy looks out the window, you'll notice that his robe is on the bedpost. But in the previous scene, there was no robe on the bedpost. The boy then jumps out of bed to go see the train. And there it was, the Polar Express. The boy is told by the conductor that the train is the Polar Express.
This is the Polar Express!
The conductor also tells him the train is going to the North Pole, but the boy is skeptical and he doesn't want to get on. Now, I want to take a moment to point out there are 5 passenger cars behind this locomotive. Keep this in mind as we continue. Just as the train starts to leave his house, the boy has a second thought and gets on board. And here comes the next goof. When the boy passes by his house, the sidewalk no longer has footprints or that big slide mark. It's certainly not snowing hard enough to cover it up that quick. I can't believe they never noticed this. So anyway, as the boy gets into the passenger car, he discovers that many other kids are going on the journey.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Do you know what kind of train this is? Hmm? Train. Do you know what kind of train this is? Well, do ya?
The know-it-all boy explains what type of train they're riding.
Actually, it's a Baldwin 284 S3 class Berkshire type steam locomotive. Built in 1931 at the Baldwin Locomotive Works.
The know-it-all says the locomotive was built by the Baldwin Locomotive Works, but it was actually built by the Lima Locomotive Works. He also messed up on the years. He says it was built in 1931, but it was actually built in 1941. Nice try, know-it-all.
Herpleysheimers! Herpleysheimers!
So along the journey, the train passes Herpleysheimers. Now, as I said before, Herpleysheimers existed in real life. You see, Herpleysheimers was located in Grand Rapids, Michigan, the same city where the author of the Polar Express was born. And if you're wondering why these kids were so excited, just take a look at what was inside this store. They had a huge selection of toys, and they even had a monorail that went around the store.
Wow, look at all those presents. I want all of them.
At what point did they pass a window with all these presents? They're going nice and slow, and I don't see those presents in any of the windows.
Tickets, please.
So the conductor comes around for tickets, and the boy magically pulls a ticket out of his pocket. And this is where I spotted another goof. The conductor punches a whole bunch of holes in the ticket. And when he gives the ticket back to the boy, we can count that 32 punches were made. But the problem is, if you start counting the punches, the number exceeds 32 pretty quickly. The Polar Express's next stop is at Billy's house, 11344 Edbrook Avenue.
11344 Edbrook.
What many people don't know is that this address was the childhood home of Robert Zemeckis, the director of the film. The conductor gets off the train to ask Billy if he'd like to ride, but he declines the offer and starts to back up. But just like the hero boy, Billy has second thoughts and decides to get on the train. But wait a minute, where are the conductor's footprints? In the previous scene, we saw the conductor step in the snow, so why are there no footprints?
Hey, that kid wants to get on the train.
Billy is unable to get on the train, and he falls flat on his face. The hero boy then decides to pull the emergency brake to stop the train. This allows Billy to get on the train. But for some odd reason, he goes in the car with nobody in it.
Who in the place has applied that emergency brake? He did!
The conductor is furious with the boy, but once he finds out it was to help Billy get on the train, he decides to let it go.
Now everybody, take your seats, please.
The kids are then served hot chocolate.
Ooh, we got it! Hey, we got it! Yay, we got it!
Out of all the scenes in the movie, this is definitely one of the most memorable. But while everybody's drinking their hot chocolate, the hero girl saves one for Billy. And here's where I spotted another mistake. When the girl goes to take the hot chocolate to Billy, we can see there's nothing on the seat. But after she's left the car, the boy sees a ticket on the seat.
She forgot her ticket.
So now the boy wants to return the ticket to the girl. But I have a question. How did the conductor and the girl get over so easily? I mean, can you imagine how dangerous it would be walking across those icy couplers? One slip and you're done for. To make matters worse, the boy loses the ticket and it starts flapping in the wind. Now, what you may not know is that when the ticket finally comes to a rest, the scene with the wolves going by is based off of the book. They even put them in the same positions. Kind of neat. But there is a problem with this scene. Remember when I pointed out the train had 5 cars? Well, let's try counting this time. The train now has nearly 4 times as many cars. So anyway, the pack of wolves run by the ticket and it goes floating back into the air, where it is then grabbed by a bald eagle, fed to an eaglet, spit out by an eaglet, hit by a train, and then somehow manages to get sucked right back up in the car it originated from. What are the chances? So when the conductor asks the girl for her ticket, she apparently can't find it. Here's the next mistake. See how the ticket is flapping on the vent? In the next scene, there's no ticket visible on the vent. The boy then tells the conductor that he lost the girl's ticket, and he even offers his ticket to the girl.
These tickets are not transferable.
So then, the most confusing thing ever in a movie happens. The girl doesn't have a ticket, so what is the most logical thing to do?
He's gonna throw off the train.
Well, it certainly looks like that. She's being taken to the back of the train. But then the boy finds the ticket in the vent, and he rushes it to the girl. But when he gets to the back of the train, there's nobody there.
What happened to them? Please, she's in big trouble. You have to help me.
And then we discover they're on the roof. Wait, The roof? Well, why would they be on the roof? And how is it possible that silhouette is being cast? I mean, the conductor's lantern is right beside him. There's no way it would cast a shadow like that. So now the boy is freaking out and he decides to go chase them. Oh look, we're back to 5 cars again. The boy is unable to catch up to the conductor and girl, but he does run into a mysterious hobo. Little known fact, this instrument is called a hurdy-gurdy. I'm not making that up.
Is there something I can do for you?
The boy tells the hobo he's looking for the girl.
This is official, authentic, genuine. Ticket to ride.
The hobo offers the boy a drink, but then he starts to act a little crazy.
You don't want to be bamboozled. You don't want to be led down the primrose path.
Being led down the primrose path doesn't mean being deceived like the hobo is saying. It actually refers to a life of ease and pleasure. What he probably meant to say was, you don't want to be led down the garden path, which does mean to be deceived.
You don't want to be caught or duped. Have the wool pulled over your eyes. Hoodwinked. You don't want to be taken for a ride. Railroaded.
The hobo agrees to help the boy find the girl, but the boy struggles to keep up with the hobo. At this point, the boy is starting to panic, and he thinks he might be dreaming. But fortunately, the hobo comes back to help the boy. He climbs onto the hobo's shoulders, and they start trekking up to the front of the train.
So many questions.
And here's where I spotted another big mistake. When the train goes up the hill and they start to slide back on the car, the footprints that were made are now gone. So they just barely managed to stay on the train.
Get back on, kid, hurry!
The hobo pulls the boy back up with the ski pole, and they head for the locomotive. But here comes another mistake. In this shot, we can see they're 2 cars away from the locomotive. This means they only have to jump 3 more times. Alright, so now we just have 1 more jump. Wait a second, you already went over 2 passenger cars. Can someone please explain how this train keeps gaining and losing cars?
It's a magic train.
So they only have 1 more jump to get to the locomotive. But as soon as they jump, the hobo disappears.
Ooh, we got it!
No, actually, the boy survives the jump and he finds himself in the locomotive. But here's the goof. Why is there no coal dust on his outfit? He was completely buried in that coal. And yet there's no marks on his outfit? Even a smudge on his face would be more believable.
You? I thought you got promoted. You're driving a train?
Okay, let's process this. If a passenger loses their ticket, they're to walk to the very back of the train, climb onto the roof in frigid cold conditions, manage to jump over 5 coaches, and then instructed to drive the locomotive.
It's standard procedure.
How dumb is this conductor? So now some 10-year-old girl is driving a steam locomotive, while the real driver and fireman are fixing the headlight. Wow, this guy must have a really strong beard. So the headlight gets fixed, but then they see something in the distance. The boy applies the brakes, and the train comes to a screeching halt.
Caribou!
And here comes some more goofs. When the fireman starts screaming because his beard's being pulled by the boy, the sound coming from the caribou is actually from an elk. So somehow the screaming fireman manages to get the caribou off the tracks.
Problem solved. All ahead, slow!
The instruction given by the conductor applies to ships with multiple engines.
All ahead, slow!
But it doesn't apply to a train pulled by 1 single locomotive. So just when you think everything's back to normal, no, something else has to go wrong. The locomotive's throttle is broken, and the driver can't get it to work. Wait a minute, why are you guys still in the front of the train? Did you guys just plan to stay there the whole way? Something is seriously wrong with this conductor. Now this next goof is gonna forever change the way you watch the Polar Express. When the cotter pin comes loose, we can see it bouncing around the cab. And look what's in the background, a working flux capacitor. Now, for those of you who don't know, the flux capacitor is what makes time travel possible. It was invented by Dr. Emmett Brown in the movie Back to the Future.
This is what makes time travel possible.
So the question is, why is there one on the Polar Express? Could this mean the Polar Express is a time machine? So the driver and fireman lose the pin, and now the train is going way too fast. But here comes the next goof. If you look at this sign, you'll notice that it says 179-degree grade. But if this is a vertical drop, it should say something like 89 degrees.
Is everything alright? What should we do?
Oh, like that rope belt is gonna actually protect you guys. Good thinking, Mr. Conductor.
Hold on.
now the Polar Express has turned into a roller coaster ride. But when they finally make it to the bottom, they discover the ice has frozen over the tracks. Oh, so a steam locomotive that weighs over 800,000 pounds doesn't crack the ice. But yet, a tiny cotter pin causes all of this. Fortunately, the fireman's hairpin fits into the throttle, allowing the Polar Express to come to a stop. But as soon as it stops moving, the ice starts to crack.
Get us the blazes out of here!
Somehow, the driver backs up the train and gets it to move in the opposite direction.
All right!
And incredibly, they're able to make it back onto the track. You know, this is completely unrelated, but have you ever noticed that the Polar Express theme music sounds very similar to the music in Elf? Both these movies came out around the same time. Elf in 2003 and the Polar Express in 2004. Kind of interesting they sound so similar. So the Polar Express continues heading to the North Pole, and the girl finally gets her ticket punched. And here comes one of the worst goofs in the whole movie. As the Polar Express winds around the mountain, take a closer look at the train. The cars are literally curling around the mountain. And it gets even worse when they get towards the top. Just look at how much those cars are bending. And look how bad the locomotive looks on this final curve. It looks more like a slithering snake than a train. So finally, the conductor boy and girl head back to their passenger car. They start heading towards the back of the train, but something's not quite right about this scene. As you can see, there is not a single light on in this car. But yet, in the previous scene, we could see that it was well lit.
You are just like me, my friend. A Scrooge!
I'm just now noticing how creepy these marionettes are. I mean, what is this, a monkey? And is that the clown from It? I can totally understand why these toys were abandoned.
Never leave. North Pole, Santa Claus.
Seriously, kid, you might want to watch out for that clown. I think he's gonna bite you at any moment. So it turns out this is only the hobo scaring the boy.
You're a doubter! You don't believe!
So the boy rushes out of the car to get into the next car. And then this happens.
Hey, you missed it. We rode down some really sharp hills, and then we were on what looked like a frozen lake.
The boy has somehow transported to the second to last passenger car, which means he went from here to here. The only explanation would be some of the passenger cars just randomly disappeared. So the boy meets up with the girl and Billy, and they sing a Christmas song together.
Christmas comes to town.
The northern lights then appear in the sky, and the conductor tells them they've reached the North Pole.
There is the North Pole.
So as the Polar Express enters the North Pole, we hear another song. Now look how many passenger cars there are.
There should be elves. Where are the elves?
I just want to point out this statue of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We'll talk about it a little later. The conductor tells the kids that one of them will be chosen to receive the first gift of Christmas.
He will choose one of you.
Okay, here comes a goof I bet none of you have ever seen before. As we zoom out of the passenger car to see the elves marching, there's an elf that isn't moving his legs or arms, but yet he's still moving with the other elves. It's like he's Gumby or something. So everyone gets off the train, and the conductor has them line up.
Hey, what gives? It was 5 minutes till midnight 4 minutes ago.
Don't you ever question how this train runs again.
Columns up, 2.
And here comes another goof. Notice how there's no other children in the background. The scene cuts to Billy, and then when it goes back, there's children in the background. And you can also see more of the building in the background. So the girl and boy don't feel right leaving Billy behind. They try to convince him to get off the train, but he refuses.
Christmas just doesn't work out for me.
So because Billy wouldn't just get off the train like every other normal kid, they find themselves stuck on a runaway car.
It's gonna be okay.
Alright, roller coaster part 2. So the boy is trying to find the brake.
Take a break, kid! How about a nice good hot cup of joe?
It was at that moment the hobo knew he messed up. So the boy manages to apply the brakes. And here comes the next goof. When the car strikes the buffer, the kids are flung backwards. But because of inertia, the kids should have been flung forward. So now the kids are stuck on a turntable, and they don't know where to go. That is until the hero girl hears a sleigh bell.
It's coming from that tunnel.
So So now they have to walk across this sketchy set of tracks. I don't care how much money you'd pay me. I would never do something like this. Miraculously, they make it past the tracks. But now they have to find their way back to the ceremony.
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
That's my town.
So now we can officially say the boy is from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Once the elves are finished with their work, they head to the ceremony. The kids decide to follow them. But when they get out, they discover they're in the wrapping room. So they follow the arrows to see where it leads.
It's going to my town. There's someone named Billy.
My name is Billy.
My name is Jeff.
It's going to 11344 Edgewood Avenue. That's my address.
So Billy decides to go chase after his present. So the girl and boy have to go chase him. So when they make it to the bottom of the slide, they find themselves in Santa's bag. But it isn't long until they're in trouble again. And here's another mistake. In this scene, we can see that the bag is going to close over top of their heads. But in the next scene, the kids are at the very top of the bag. So the bag of presents is being delivered to the ceremony, and the kids think they're finally going to make it. But then they find out the know-it-all boy was following them.
What are you doing here? Same as you. I'm checking on my Christmas present.
Whoa.
So when the elves try to lower the blimp, they lower it too much, and it knocks the Christmas star off the tree. And here's another mistake. When the elves bungee jump to save the star, they fall faster than the star. This is impossible because everything falls at the same rate of speed. Incredibly, the elves save the star.
All right, you stowaways. Party's over.
The elves help the kids get out of the bag, and then the ceremony begins. When the elves bring out the sleigh bells, they ring them for everyone to hear. But the boy can't hear the bells.
Aren't those bells the most beautiful sound?
Then came the moment everyone was waiting for. Santa Claus's arrival. Then, one of the sleigh bells comes loose and lands right in front of the boy.
I leave.
Finally, the boy hears the bell, and Santa Claus approaches him.
Let's have this young fellow right here.
The boy is chosen to receive the first gift of Christmas.
What would you like for Christmas?
Now, if you listen very closely, you can actually hear the boy saying, "I'd like the one bell off the reindeer." I'll turn it up extra loud so you can hear it. Santa agrees to give him the present and declares the bell the first gift of Christmas.
The first gift of Christmas!
Now here's something that bothers me a little bit. When the boy puts the bell in his pocket, we know that it falls through and goes into the sleigh. But how did Santa and the conductor not notice this? They're looking right where the bell would have fallen. So Santa then gets ready to leave the North Pole. But remember the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer statue? Why is Rudolph not helping to pull the sleigh? Who's to say they're not going to run into a snowstorm on the way? Once Santa has officially left the North Pole, the elves have a celebration. The electric guitars are not plugged in. The elves bring back the last car, and the conductor punches the tickets one last time.
It says...
It's nothing I need to know.
So when the boy gets back onto the train, he puts the ticket in his pocket, and then it mysteriously disappears. The kids all wanted to see the boy's bell, but when he went to check his pocket, he discovered that he had lost the bell.
We'll find it.
Yeah, we'll help you. All of us.
But it was too late. The train was already heading back home. And now the train has 5 cars again. So the Polar Express heads back home, and Billy says goodbye to the boy and girl.
Thanks for stopping the train for me. Have a wonderful Christmas.
When Billy arrives at his house, he runs in to see if Santa came. And then they reach the hero boy's house. The boy says goodbye to his new friends.
Well, see ya.
And then he gets off the train.
Thank you.
No, thank you. One thing about trains. It doesn't matter where they're going. What matters is deciding to get on.
I love how this scene looks just like the illustration from the book.
What?
The Polar Express then heads off, and the boy sees the hobo one last time. As the boy heads to bed, he sees there's no presents under the tree, which means that Santa has not come yet.
Wake up! Santa's been here! Santa's been here!
So the next morning, it's Christmas Day, and Santa Claus left presents. But then the boy's sister discovers there's one present left.
Has your name on it.
That looks like one of those creepy puppets from the abandoned toy car. So the boy unwrapped the box, and inside was the sleigh bell he left behind.
Found this on the seat of my sleigh. Better fix that hole in your pocket. Mr. C.
It's at this point the boy realizes he wasn't dreaming. And before the end of the movie, there's one more goof. I can't believe I didn't notice it sooner. When the boy's parents ring the bell, they don't grab it by the tassels. They just wrap their hands around it.
Broken.
Well, of course it's not gonna ring. You're holding it with your entire hand. If they would just hold it by the tassels, they would hear it ring. But now that I think about it, the boy holds the bell wrong too. Well, I guess the only explanation is it truly is a magic bell.
At one time, most of my friends could hear the bell. But as years passed, it fell silent for all of them. Even Sarah found one Christmas that she could no longer hear its sweet sound. Though I've grown old, the bell still rings for me, as it does for all who truly believe.
For a split second, you can see Santa Claus's face. And that was the Polar Express. Well, there you have it, folks. These were all the goofs and things that I noticed in the Polar Express. It was a lot of fun to make this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, and I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas.
Hello, how's it going, guys?
Right now at PetSmart, get 10% back on all Merrick dog food and treats.
Did you know sweat from stress
10 more
is
minutes.
smellier than other kinds of sweat? That's why I use Secret Clinical.
Hello, how's it going, guys? We're doing another Everything a Pet Touches, we're buying it video. This isn't my cat, this is my sister-in-law's cat. Hello, that's Amanda. Also your cat, Sean. Hi. This is my cat-in-law, technically. This is cute. But first we're gonna get her a pup cup, even though she's a cat. Cat cup. Then she's gonna make me spend $4,000. It'll be great. Here we go. Hi, Willow. Actually, you know what? Keep doing what you're doing. It's fine. Would you like this? Well, are you serious? I bought this for you. There we go. That is one good kitty. Okay, you wanna go spend a lot of money? Let's do it. All right. The moment of truth, Willow. Are you ready? I just tripped over nothing. Okay. Prepare to touch stuff. I don't think she wants to get out. No. I don't think I've ever seen a cat on a leash in public. It's pretty cute. I don't think she wants down. All right. Let's see what she touches. What if she literally didn't touch anything? She just touched it. What'd she touch? This? Did she touch this? What is this? A scratching pad? Do you want this? You're with the camera? Are you kidding me? Okay, fine. That's $1,000 right there. So, okay, I have a plan because I don't think she wants to walk around. How about you guys pick her up, and if she paws at anything, that's what we get. Oh, she wants you. Okay, new strategy. We're just gonna bring things to her, and if she touches it with her nose, that's what. Oh well, she's literally just gonna sniff everything. So this officially turned into anything Amanda wants. This is what happens. Amanda's like, all right, where's the $300 automatic litter box?
You want some of these?
And you can't push it into her face, Sean. You can't push it into her face.
She touched it.
Oh my gosh. Sure. Yeah, throw it in.
You what? You want?
She doesn't want it. She don't want it, Sean. Get out of here. Okay, so I think we're gonna do like a game show type of thing. We're gonna bring 3 items to her, and whichever one she touches is the one she gets. Okay, here's the item I'm choosing. Now you choose one.
Me?
Yeah.
I know which one he's gonna take.
Sean is obsessed with fish. Not fishing, just fish. He loves fish. Oh, that's a good choice.
Ooh, an avocado.
Is that an avocado? Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, punny.
Gato.
Okay, so all 3 of us are gonna hold this up to Willow. Whichever one she touches is the one she gets.
Oh, the
wow, she chose the fish. Are you kidding? Okay.
Yeah.
Fan Amanda?
If you touch it, we can buy it for you. Woo! Throw it in. Yeah, all right. I really like this pickle though.
Put it in the cart.
It says try me. Try what?
Don't worry.
Why you didn't choose that? Amanda's like, which collar do I want? I'm just gonna title this video.
Taking my sister-in-law shopping.
Yeah, just taking my sister-in-law shopping. How you doing, Willow? You doing good? I just want my pup cup.
It's got the pineapples.
You want the pineapple one? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's John's.
I like this.
What if Willow just flew in and chose one? Like, just like that one. It chose skulls.
I think I chose that one for Winnie last time too.
Yeah, she didn't choose it though. That's nice. Okay. All right, we got 3. All right, Willow, moment of truth. Which one do you want? She's actually making a decision.
She's looking at the black one. None of them.
She doesn't want any of them. You're just slowly bringing it forward. I'm a cat. I don't do this type of garbage. She's just falling asleep.
7 minutes.
No collar. Cool. You can do this. Nail tips for your cat. Okay. Do you want this? Oh my gosh. Okay, fine. She wants the nail tips. I'm about to look so pretty. Do you want another cat friend? That's so cute. Can I just buy that just to look at it?
This is real heartbeat.
What? Okay, that got weird. Do you want a fish? Don't jump in. Dude, that's open.
Look, I'll take all of them.
I'll buy you 1 fish.
Willow. Willow, you want to touch? You want to touch?
No, no fish. All right, she chose. Hey, what about Jumbo Baggins over here? Look at this guy. I want all of these. Dude, that's for ferrets, but they're both the same animal, basically. Do you want to hide in a big shark? Hey, Willow. Hey, you're looking everywhere but where you need to. Do you want this? Oh, she done touched it. She did. Do you even want that?
That's amazing.
Okay. Oh, she's on board for this now. This is your shopping mall. That was just cute. There it was. Amanda's just dragging her, touching everything.
You want one?
Which one you want? Oh. No, none of them.
Maybe this.
She touched right here.
There's nothing.
But there's nothing there. You chose where there's nothing. just like, oh man.
Just saying, those ones are pretty cute.
Oh, she did touch it. It's official. Woo! Uh-oh.
Let me see.
I have no idea what Zacchaeus is doing, but he's literally like talking to himself right now.
What do you mean talking to himself?
What?
Yeah.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Your uncle leaving.
What?
I'm leaving.
Let's go in there, man. Yeah, where are we going, Chase?
Toys R Us. Recently, I got some extra dough from some things that we had. We were selling on Craigslist, and while at the toy fair, we saw this thing called the Razor Crazy Cart when I was at the toy fair, and then today we got this Toys R Us magazine in the mail.
Right here.
What is that?
It is the Razor Crazy Cart.
Yeah, so it's not a gift for the kids. Trust me, they can ride it, but it's a gift for me. The guy said that parents definitely beat up their little kids and steal this cart. So that's what I'm gonna do. When the kids are riding it, I'm just gonna get them, throw them off, and then ride it. Like, oh no, you didn't. I'm just kidding, he really did. And I got some coupons.
I've got rewards money.
Gift card too. And I've been wanting to do a skit on the Skalinder B and GD channel with that dude right there. And you get a $10 gift card when you spend $40. So that's only like spending $35, right? 10 minus 40?
Yeah.
Yeah. We teach you math on Funnel Vision. Subscribe to be a math.
We are about to go through this drive-through 1,000 times in a row. And if we don't complete the laps before the end of the day, we have to work at the restaurant.
Let's do it. Go ahead and get started.
I love to.
Well, I hope you want 1,000 burgers. I'll take number 6. Oh, did you guys want something? I'll pull back around.
Appreciate it.
That was one trip through the drive-thru. 999 more. This is trip number 2, Chris.
Thank you.
All right, Chandler, it's your turn to order.
Oh, can I get the... I kind of don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, we got our food.
Let's stop the car. Let's have a heart-to-heart. Other YouTubers would probably fake this. Other YouTubers would quit. But what are...
Do y'all see that? Let's go. We took the W today. Okay, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. I'm very tired. Peace.